A vote on a resolution to let Nebraska public school districts decide where transgender students can and will go to the bathroom has failed. The Nebraska Board of Education voted 3-3 with 2 absent on a resolution that would give local schools control. Board member Pat McPherson introduced it. Our John Chapman has the details.
Ever since President Obama declared that not allowing people to use the restroom of the gender they identify with is a violation of equality under Title IX, there have been discussions across the country. At meetings of the Nebraska Board of Education, there has been plenty of discussion. Those against the president's stance say the schools are being forced to make exceptions for a few that will affect many, and they use the crowds at Memorial Stadium to make their point.
In the 87,000-seat Memorial Stadium, there would be about 3 transgender individuals. Omaha, Nebraska would have around 14, and Lincoln would have 9 transgender individuals.
Henry Burke believes there are only 59 transgenders in the state of Nebraska. Eris Kolazar, a transgender woman, believes there are more, and all of them should be treated fairly.
School is a difficult enough place for transgender students to navigate without having to worry about where they can safely perform bodily functions that are literally necessary for their survival.
Not allowing Nebraska students to use the restroom of the gender they identify with could mean fines and the loss of $400 million in federal funding to Nebraska schools. Board of Education member Pat McPherson believes the decision on how to deal with transgender students should still be up to the local school districts.
Not by the overreaching federal government coming in and threatening poor, school districts with the potential loss of money.
So this is not an idle threat of litigation. There is active litigation occurring in many parts of the country.
The board deadlocked on a 3-3 vote on the resolution to fight back against the federal transgender guidelines. The board will meet again in August. With photographer Mike Plews, John Chapman, WOWT 6 News.
The 3-3 vote was split along gender lines, with the 3 women voting against the resolution, the 3 men supporting it. The 2 members who were not there are Molly O'Halloran and Maureen Nichols.